Hello? Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, hi, my name is Brittany Posey, and today we are going to be doing this super fun Sahara desert warm desert flower look. And I'm going to be using a few new products that I haven't used yet. I'm going to be talking about a new palette that I'm using, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. We're wearing lashes, we're wearing foundation. That's new. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, stay tuned. All right, and to get started, we're going to moisturize our face. So first moisturizer we're going to use, it is the Tula Glow and Get It Eye Balm. It's brightening, so it has a little bit of a shimmer to it. Next is going to be the Arbonne RE9 Advanced Corrective Eye Cream. I've talked about this in a few videos. This is something that I use every single day. It has definitely made a huge impact on my dark circles. This is one of the only things that I've noticed actually helps. Next, we're gonna do the Tula 24/7 Moisture Cream. It smells so great. You can use it for day, you can use it for night. It's one of those thicker creams, and I use it, pretty much bathe in it. No, I'm just kidding, I don't do that, but I use it probably twice a day, easily. It just glides on so nicely. Never forget to moisturize your neck. That's actually one of the quickest places that will age on your body. If you didn't know that, it's your neck and your eyelids. Fun fact. Always start off with moisturizer before you put makeup on. Just always. It makes it so much more of a clean canvas. It just takes care of any dry skin you have. Because sometimes if your skin's dry, all of your makeup's gonna soak right into all those fine lines, pores, anything like that, and it's really gonna show up more. So moisturize your skin. Not only is it really good for you, you should be doing it every single day, but it'll also make your makeup look way better. It'll make a world of difference when you start doing it. Just try it out. If you don't like it, you don't like it, well, I don't know what to tell you. For primer today, we're gonna be using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I haven't used this in a long time. I really do love this primer. It's one of my favorites. It makes you look flawless. It really does. Press into the areas where you notice that you have a little bit more divots or deep pores, any skin texture, kind of push into those areas. And today we are actually going to be doing foundation. I know, it's so weird. I never do foundation, but I figured it's just time. It's time to do it. Why not? I grabbed the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy Smooth Foundation. This is kind of like my go-to if I don't wear airbrush, this is kind of my go-to. There's a reason why I always have one on hand. This might be a little dark for me, but we're gonna find out pretty soon. It's a shade Medium Buff in 225. So we're gonna go ahead and apply this with a beauty blender. I love this foundation because it doesn't look too porcelain doll-y. It doesn't look like your face is about to crack off, which is what I'm always scared of. I'm always scared of my face looking like it's ready to just like crack in half. Now that we've finished with our foundation, I'm going to move on to eyes. I normally set my eyes with concealer, but since we already used foundation, it'll be just fine. You don't need to double dose it, it's not that big of a deal. So today's palette is the Arbonne It's All in the Eyes Volume 1 palette. I'm gonna be getting my pretty much full first time use that I actually think about it, how it goes. It has really, really cute packaging, and if you open it up, it has a nice big mirror. Then you have all of these beautiful palettes to work with. We're gonna set our eye with fog. You want to pat this evenly all over your lid. Oh, it seems to spread pretty nice. It has almost a very slight shimmer to it. Very, very slight. The product moves pretty well. You don't need a lot, which is good. For our first crease color, we're gonna take the Morphe M330 brush, and we're gonna go into Clove. Now you wanna focus this. Oh. Not expecting that. Well, okay, it's blending out. All right, I got a little nervous. Oh my goodness, this blends out beautifully. Go Arbonne, heck yeah. For our second crease color, be taking the Morphe M507 brush, and we're gonna be going into a little bit of clove and a little bit of cypress. And you're just gonna focus it right in this crease, right in there. Focusing only in this little outer V. In the center, in this inner corner, you just want to grab a little clove, and we're just gonna kind of pop it, and then connect. Connect right above right there. Does anybody else have one eye that's like a redheaded stepsister that doesn't want to cooperate? I do. And sometimes it's this eye, but it's this one. It's this arm. It never wants to cooperate. It never wants to be, you know, a part of the team and just work with everybody. We're gonna go back in with that same M330 brush. We're gonna blend it out, kind of blend out that little bit of a harsh line. Take the excess of what's ever left over, kind of take it under. And take a small shader brush. We're gonna go back into clove, and we're just gonna touch it right on the lower lash line. Don't want to go down too far. So now that we've done all that part, now we're gonna get into our shimmer, and I think the winner chicken dinner. We're gonna go in with our small shader brush again, and we're gonna go into amber right here. So you're just gonna keep it right on this little light part in the center that we left out just for the shimmer. That is beautiful. It like reminds me of, I don't know, like this whole look kind of reminds me of like Sahara Desert. I don't know, it's just, but in like a beautiful, not dry and getting burnt way. If you do want to pop it in the inner corners of your eyes, go back in with your M507 brush, kind of wipe off the excess color, go into amber, then just barely touch it right in this corner. Now we're gonna go into contour. I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills, their stick foundation in the shade Mink. You're just gonna keep it right under your cheekbone. I normally do around my hairline, but since I've become very blonde in the past couple days, I did try to do that and turned my hair brown. So we don't do that anymore. All right, so now we are gonna use concealer, and today we're gonna be using the Tarte Shape Tape in light medium sand. So we're going to focus it. I always put my concealer on the back of my hand and then dab, just like with my foundation. I've just noticed that I'm able to kind of place it exactly where I want it this way. All right, now we're gonna set our under eye while it's still wet, and we're gonna be using the Kat Von D translucent setting powder. This came to me in a little Ipsy bag. I was really pumped when it was sent to me because I've always wanted to try this powder. Powder is beautiful. It's not cakey. Ten stars for the Kat Von D setting powder. Dang, we're just nailing it with awesome products today. We are going to be using the Wet n Wild eyebrow kit, and this is like literally $2. So worth the money. This was like one of the first mini videos I've ever made, was talking about this, and this is still the same one. Still have it. If anybody's watching this that remembers me posting this on my Instagram, it's the same exact one. So we're gonna be going in with this middle color right here. I know my nails are bad, and I said I was gonna get them done, but I only ended up getting my toes done, so just don't judge me. I haven't really left the house so much lately, so don't judge me. So going in with that middle color, we're gonna go in with an angled brush. So I like to primarily focus underneath and on the tail and kind of just fill in any sparse areas. And when you get to the center, you're gonna wanna angle this so it's pointing downwards. And you're just gonna follow the direction that your hair goes. So you're just gonna flick up very gently. You don't need a lot of pressure. And if you can't get your eyebrows to match perfectly, it's totally fine. Everybody has different eyebrows. I definitely have different eyebrows. It's okay. They're supposed to be sisters. They're not supposed to be twins. But aren't twin sisters? Cousins? We'll go with cousins. You just take a brow brush. This is just e.l.f. Lash and Brow Wand. So you're just gonna take it, you're just gonna kind of brush it upwards. Get rid of any harsh lines that you may have created. Now I'm actually going to carve out my eyebrow. If I do it before I do my eyeshadow, I use concealer, but if I do it afterwards, I use this little handy dandy Anastasia Pro Pencil Eyeshadow Primer and Color Corrector. So it just looks like this. It's just like this little pencil. And what I do is I go just right underneath, following just what we did. Don't go down into your eyeshadow. So you get almost, see that? Just that very faint. I'm gonna go in with a small shader. It's the Luxie 245. And we're just going to very lightly pull it down, blending out that line. Don't pull all the way into your eye. Just pull a little bit down. Blending out that harsh line, and then you have your nice carved out eyebrow. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye. I really do love this. I wish it was smaller though, because it's really, really fat on the end. And I find it sometimes it's a little bit hard to kind of like keep it really close. I wish it was a tiny bit skinnier. I mean, it could always sharpen it, but. So we're gonna take our angled brush that we used for our eyebrows. We're gonna go into Cypress here. And you're just going to press it right along your upper lash line. We're going to be using the Milani Wild Rose number 13 blush. This has kind of been like my go-to blush lately. I've never been a huge fan of having a lot of blush. I think it's because growing up, I was in figure skating and we used to put so much blush right there. Like, we didn't do it, we were kids, like our parents did it, but it was just so much blush and like big red lips and blush, because you had to have like your face show up from the ice. So I mean, it makes sense, but ever since then I don't know why, I've never been a huge fan of blush, especially not making blush like a focal point of my makeup at all. I think it left me a little bit scarred. All right, for lip liner, we're gonna be using Pout on Point Pop in the shade Risque Rose. I'm gonna go ahead and just line our lips really quick. That's actually all we're gonna be doing for lips because I don't want anything too intense where it's gonna take away from the eyes. So for highlighter, we're gonna be using the ever faithful Candlelight Glow from Too Faced. So pretty, it's so soft. It's like barely there, but it's just like the perfect amount of glow. Not in your face, not over the top. So we're gonna use some Ardell lashes. We're gonna pop these on really quick. So now we're gonna connect our lashes with some mascara, and we're gonna be using the Maybelline Volume Express. Now I have naturally watery eyes, so I like to go over it with waterproof mascara, and I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof mascara. All right, last up is we're gonna set our face. We're gonna be using the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist. There you have it, guys. This is the full look. This was my full face everything using the Arbonne Volume 1 eyeshadow palette. I really loved how it turned out. It's this very golden desert flower look, and I absolutely love it. All of the colors blended out beautifully. I'll have a link to Arbonne also if you want to check that out. And thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a good day.